This video should be pretty quick, considering the last one was 14 minutes. So to spare you guys a little bit, I'm going to try to move a little quicker on this one. This left side, we've got our properties of parallelograms. Okay, and these properties correlate to this parallelogram down here, A, B, C, and D. The first problem is asking us to find AD, so we can apply that first property of parallelograms, that opposite sides are congruent. So if BC is 8, then AD must also be 8. So AD is equal to 8. EC, okay, we're going to use diagonals. We're going to use that fourth property right over here. The diagonals bisect each other. Bisecting meaning that if they cross, that they cut each other in half. So if AE is 5, then EC must also be 5. So that is B. Angle ADC. Alright, so if we know that we can use this, we can use the second property there that says opposite angles are congruent. So if this is 65 plus 45, which is 110, that means that the angle ADC must also be 110. So angle ADC is equal to 110. Okay, and then it asks us to find BCD, and we can use that that third property to see that consecutive angles, or angles that are next to each other, add to 180. So we can say 180 minus 110 will give me 70. Or you can think to yourself, 110 plus what gives me 180, and you should know that that's 70. So angle BCD equals 70. Alright, the next problem. Whoops. This one right here is going to be talking mainly about the diagonals. So if DB is 5x minus 1, so DB right here is 5x minus 1, and BF is 5 plus 3x. Alright, we know that diagonals are cut in half, meaning that they are equal to each other. So we can just set 5x minus 1 equal to 5 plus 3x. Alright, and we can subtract 3 from both sides, subtract 3x, subtract 3x, add 1, add 1. Alright, and we're left with 2x equals 6. Divide by 2, and x would be 3. But we have to pay attention to what it's asking for. It's asking for dB, not x. So let's plug x back into dB, and we get 5 times 3 minus 1, which is 14. Alright, the last problem is not going to be, it is not parallelograms, but something else we need to go, or we need to make sure that we're solid on for the rest of this unit. It's talking about the midsegments. Remember, the biggest rule for midsegments is lines that are parallel. So in this case, we're going to be talking about this x minus 3 and x plus 6. Those are the two lines we want to worry most about. They are, the smaller one is half of the bigger one if these two sides are congruent. So we can see congruent, 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 congruent. So that tells me, alright, I'm good to go. I know this is half of this, or 2 of these equals 1 of these. So we can say 2 times x minus 3 equals x plus 6. Okay, and then we can distribute this out and we get 2x minus 6 equals x plus 6. You can subtract x, add 6. Okay, and we are then left with x, whoops, x equals 12. All right, and that's how we would solve that one. So just having to remember that the smaller leg, or the mid segment, is going to be half of that, or 2 of these equals 1 of those. So that's the thing to remember there.